So you are a landlord here in Germany and you're considering either selling or keeping on with a rental contract. So first of all, if you're a landlord and you're looking to sell, there's a huge difference between tenanted and vacant apartments, especially now with the rent ceiling we're having here in Berlin. A lot of our landlords and owners are considering to sell because they don't really want to accept that rent ceiling, and it doesn't make any economic sense to rent out a property under the rent ceiling. So we have a lot of transactions. And that from that motivation. However, please do not panic as a landlord, and please make sure that you are clear with what you're selling, because there's a huge difference, like I've said already, between a vacant and a tenanted apartment. If it's a vacant apartment, you get a huge premium because a lot of people there want to buy it and live there themselves because they simply can't rent any more apartments in Berlin because there are simply no more landlords, or very, very few, renting out apartments under the rent ceiling. So that's a very good news for you. So what is important for you as a landlord or as an owner, and especially if you're not local, please contact a professional estate agent or a broker. We are, for instance, at Black Label Properties here to help you, and we will of course speak to your tenant and see maybe if the tenant is able to buy your property. That would be the best case because it's cheaper for everyone. There will be less agency fees. The tenant already knows the property from you as the owner, and that's a great situation to sell your property directly to the tenant. Of course, the tenant needs to have the money or getting the mortgage to buy your property. Again, that's something where we help the tenant or the future buyer to raise a mortgage here within Germany. Then, of course, it's important for you if the tenant is maybe willing to leave. Maybe, for instance, you have a short-term let. The tenant already said, I'm going to leave in a year's time, in 6 months' time. Then it's maybe better to wait and then sell it because, again, you get a big premium, 30, 40, or sometimes even 50% premium against between the vacant and the tenanted property. Again, watch our YouTube channel. We're doing this in German and, of course, in English. We have different guests and speakers here. A lot of guests from the finance sector, a lot of guests from the legal sector, and they're all here and happy to help. And of course, you can contact them after any of these YouTube webinars and shows. You can even watch them on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and of course, you can watch them on Zoom, which is live. And during our YouTube channel calls and Zoom calls, you can of course ask questions in the live chat. And if some of your questions have not been responded during that call, please feel free to contact us as a landlord or as a property owner. We're happy to help you.